Well, hello there. Welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. I had a request from a subscriber to make gumbo. So I decided to make chicken gumbo. You know, gumbo is one of those dishes that once you have it, you want it more and more and more. So you know, it's going to get cold in about a month and a half, and you're going to want to know how to make it. So here you go. Let me show you how to make chicken gumbo. All for you. Thank you. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe. Let's do it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, turn the fire on. I'm going to put some oil in the bottom of this pan here, this pot. This is what we're going to be using. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the chicken, onions, and celery in this pot. And then we're going to fill it with water and add the rest of the ingredients. Okay? So let's do that. So I want to get this hot a few minutes. Why don't I give you the word of the day while I'm heating that up? Okay, the word of the day. The word of the day is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the unknown. So how do you prepare yourself? Mentally, physically, and financially. So put your head in the idea that you're ready to weather the storms. So if you prepare yourself financially, you'll be able to do it. If you get some bad news, you've prepared yourself because you know something is going to come sooner or later. And then after you prepare yourself, I want you to meditate on it and deal with it with action. Action is the key word of this word of the day. Take action after you prepare yourself. Okay, let's do it. We're going to make our chicken gumbo. I'm going to turn the camera. Okay, sorry for moving the camera. Alright, so the first thing we're going to add is our chicken. And that's 3 large chicken thighs cut up. 3 large chicken thighs cut up. I'm going to put some oil on the top. Now we're going to add our onions. This is going to be 2 cups of onions. 2 cups of onions. This is the second cup. This is a half of a stalk of celery. A half a stalk of celery cut up. That's how I cut it up. Three cloves of garlic cut up. One half of a green pepper, 1/2 of a red pepper. And I want this all to brown a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to let this brown for 5 minutes and I'll come back. Okay, so chicken, celery, peppers, and onions have been cooking for about 10 minutes. So now we're going to add our water. That's 3 ounces. 6 ounces. About 9 ounces of water. Now to the water, we're going to add our chicken broth or chicken stock if you don't have chicken. Mine is chicken base. It's a powdered form, but whatever broth you have is fine. Okay, so let's add 3 heaping tablespoons. This is 1 heaping, 2 heaping, 3 heaping tablespoons of chicken broth. I have Creole seasonings. How much or little is up to you when it comes to seasonings. I'm putting quite a bit. I would say mine is maybe 2 tablespoons. I might put more later after I taste it. Now I'm going to add just a little basil. If you have thyme, you can use thyme. It's about a teaspoonful. Black pepper. And this is 3 medium tomatoes cut up. Okay, so we're going to let that cook. I'll check on it in about 15 minutes and I'll be back with you in 15 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to make a roux, which is butter or margarine mixed with flour, and you cook it on the stove, and it's going to thicken our chicken gumbo. So I have here, I'm going to use a half a stick because I don't need a lot. Use a half a stick of butter. Turn the fire on, let that melt. I also made some cornbread over here to go with our chicken gumbo. And it is cooking nicely, guys. It has been cooking now for a total of 30 minutes. And I'm going to add the crushed red peppers to the gumbo here. Let me turn this so that you can also see the gumbo cooking. There we go. So I'm going to add the crushed tomatoes. This is about a tablespoonful. And that's optional. You don't have to add the crushed tomatoes if you don't like it hot. So once the butter is melted, we're going to add the flour and use a whisk to bring it together. Okay, our butter is melted. Now we're going to add some flour. I have a tablespoon here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with 4 heaping tablespoons of flour for now. And I'd like to add 1 more, and that should be plenty. So that's 5 heaping tablespoons of flour. Okay, and it's thickening up like paste. That's what we want. Okay, that's what we're looking at, guys. Okay. Okay, now that that is done, we're going to add it to our gumbo. Let me just move this. Okay, I'm going to put the gumbo back over on this eye so you can see me add the roux. Turn the fire back on. Okay. So now we're going to add the roux. A little at a time. You don't want it too thick, you just want it, it shouldn't be runny like soup. It should be more of a thicker base than soup, because it's not soup. So now I want to skim any fat that I see on the top off. This is the fat I'm talking about. Okay? Okay, I think the thickness is good. So you see I did not use all of the roux. Here's some left. Okay. Now I want to taste. it definitely has a kick to it, guys, from the crushed red peppers. But the taste is delicious. Oh, yes. So let me plate this up and present it to you. Okay, so we have to add cut okra to the chicken gumbo. So I have a 16-ounce bag. Let's put half in. Okay, that's half the bag of okra. And you want to put the okra in right at the very last minute when it's all done, so that it doesn't overcook. So we're going to just let this cook for about maybe 3 minutes till the temperature comes back up, and we're going to cut it off. And that will be sufficient for the okra. Okay, so I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, as you can see, temperature have came back up, and so I'm going to cut the fire off. Oh, 1 second. I want to give you a close-up. Okay. Okay, let me take a taste. That's what we're looking like. And it's hot. Put that down. Wow. Mmm. All those flavors just come right through. Oh my goodness. And cornbread. Mmm. The best, guys. Thumbs up. See you next time.